where personally and then professionally you kind of said, I need to make a pivot. I need to make a change here.
There were multiple times, I think, going from actually physically working to saying like, hey, I could save, $150 by working today, but I'll lose X amount of dollars not going on the estimate. But now again, with the book, like personally have to, much is given, too much is expected. And I have to approach situations from a perspective of somebody that's not just looking at the situational relevance for my business that I'm operating, but on a humanities level for the person I'm trying to be, because I believe that what I'm doing is such a cultural shifting conversation. And I want to be at the forefront of that. And I want to take that as far as I can to help people on that level. And I have to be conscious of that when I'm in situations. And I
No,
am
you
very
certainly
conscious.
take a great deal of pride in the work that you do. What kind of a profile makes a good leader like you are? What would be an important aspect for someone to have if you were to mentor someone who was looking to go out on their own? What are there any particular qualities that you would recommend that they take a look at or take the initiative?
Yes. I mean, I think not having ignorance and having understanding is one of the most important things, not burning bridges.
Mm,
I think ultimately like the greatest business owners are the visionaries and the enforcers, the ones who are doing it and, are imagining it. But I think most of all, taking advice from everybody, whether it's good or bad, is the most important thing. And you can sit and take advice from somebody where you want nothing they're telling you, but advise yourself on what not to do, and being able to differentiate that is very important.
if you can, because you're a manager, you're an owner, but you are seriously a leader of people because you have a crew. They've got to do their work. You've got to inspire. You've got to motivate. Right. So, what differences have you seen in our youth, the Gen Z or the millennial kids, and how different do you have to be? Because you're a baby, you're a Gen X person like me, and you were probably raised by a baby boomer. And what's that like now for you to manage and lead the young people who might have a different mentality or mindset?
You know, I'm, there's times where I have a lot, like I'll have managers come in and talk to me about the way I've talked to someone when I think I'm just talking to them and they're crying because of the way I talked and I'm not
Hmm.
even upset. Like,
Hmm.
I'm
Hmm.
like, what are you talking about? I was just saying, no, don't do it like this, do it like this. Like, but the way I
Was it the
talk,
tone or the
yeah,
inflection and yeah,
or
and your
my
what we call yeah,
personality or my
yeah,
passion, and I'm busy and I'm doing it, I'm stopping to help you, and you're intimidated by the way I'm talking, and I think I'm helping you. I think we're like great.
yeah.
But at the same time, I'm actually fascinated about like us, like our generation in society. Like there's a joke like I put out on New Year's, like, another year of like raising our parents and raising our children. Like we're just in that middle where like we're half technology, half not technology. We
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
relate to everybody
yeah,
and we could kind of handle anything, but like, it's a real unique position to be in. I don't think every generation has been like that. I don't think, I think we're a unique generation right
yeah. As far as the way we all grew up, we grew up without the devices, then we had the devices as we were growing up, and then we still
now.
had the
Yes.
old school mentality. My father was from the greatest generation. He was born in 1909. So basically he was like 58 when he had me. Same parents. I have an older
Exactly.
sister. So, he was a very silent person who worked a lot. So I didn't see much of him. So, there's a different nowadays people are more involved, actively involved. And I think there's been a big shift in how the youth react to certain tone and the paraverbal communication, how you say what you say and where you're coming from. And they get a little bit shaken. So I was just curious about if you've noticed that in the people that you work for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And what their priorities are.
Yeah.